Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm really glad you're here today because we need to talk about a lot of important updates, things that millions of Americans are confused about right now. I've been getting message after message about stimulus checks, Social Security changes, SSI, SSDI, SNAP benefits, and even some new proposals coming out of Washington. And trust me, I get it. There's so much noise online that it's hard to know what's true anymore. So today, I'm going to break it all down for you. I'm going to tell you what's actually happening, what's not happening, what might happen in the future, and what you absolutely should not believe from all the clickbait you're seeing out there. We're going to clear the air and make sure you walk away fully informed. And hey, if this is your first time stopping by, hi, hello, welcome. I'm really happy you're here. On this channel, we talk about real-life news that affects your wallet, your benefits, and your family. We cover savings, smart shopping, stimulus updates, Social Security issues, and everything in between. If that sounds helpful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's totally free, and it helps us continue bringing you reliable information. All right, let's jump right into it. Grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's talk. So first, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. The so-called stimulus checks that everyone online keeps saying are arriving in November or any day now. I hate to be the one to break the news, but friends, that's not true. Not even a little bit. There are dozens of videos and posts out there claiming the IRS is sending out checks for $1,000 or $2,000, and people keep asking me, is it my turn? When do I get mine? Should I check my bank every morning? And honestly, I understand why people believe those things. Times are tough right now. Groceries are up, rent is up, medical costs are through the roof. When people hear about free money, of course they hope it's true. But here's the simple truth. There is no federal stimulus check going out this month. There is no stimulus check going out next month. And there is no stimulus check coming in 2025. None. The government has not approved any new round of federal stimulus payments. So why are people online still saying it? Well, here's the real reason. Some states, like Alaska, for example, have their own financial programs. Alaska has the permanent fund dividend, and every year residents get a payout from state oil revenue. That's not federal money. It's not the IRS. It's not stimulus. But when those payments come out, some creators online twist the headline so it sounds like a national program. And the $1,000 to $2,000 tariff check you keep hearing about, that's just a proposal. It hasn't passed. It hasn't been funded. There is no system built to deliver that money. There is no timeline. There is nothing official. The earliest possible year, if it even becomes real, is 2026. Why 2026? Because it's a midterm election year. And historically, big financial relief programs often get pushed around election seasons. So let me say it clearly one more time, so there is no confusion. No stimulus in November. No stimulus in December. No stimulus in 2025. The tariff payments are only an idea. Nothing is approved, signed, or scheduled. If anyone online tells you otherwise, they are either misinformed or misleading you on purpose. Now, let's talk about Social Security, because this story is wild. And honestly, it could have been terrible for millions of people. There was a plan inside the Social Security Administration, one that most Americans didn't even know was coming. This plan would have changed how disability applications are reviewed. Right now, when someone applies for SSDI or SSI, the SSA looks at several things: your medical condition, your job history, your education, and yes, your age. Age matters a lot because a 60-year-old who becomes disabled cannot simply switch careers the same way a 25-year-old can. Older workers have a much harder time learning a brand new trade, and physically demanding jobs become nearly impossible. But the proposal was to remove age from the evaluation process entirely. If that happened, thousands of older Americans, especially people ages 50 to 65, would have been denied benefits they actually deserve. The Washington Post got access to leaked internal documents showing that this rule was supposed to be announced on December 1st. But before it went public, political pressure and concerns about a government shutdown forced SSA to back off. So here's the good news. Age will remain part of the SSDI and SSI evaluation. Nobody will lose their disability eligibility. The proposal is officially stopped. You don't have to worry about reapplying under new rules. This is genuinely great news for older workers and anyone currently applying for disability. In the middle of all this, a new bill was introduced in Congress called the Social Security Guaranteed Act of 2025. The main idea behind the bill is simple: to guarantee that every beneficiary receives their full Social Security benefits without the fear of cuts. A big part of this bill focuses on the COLA, the cost of living adjustment that gets added to your check each year. Right now, COLA is calculated using a consumer price index that doesn't really reflect what seniors pay for every month. It doesn't reflect higher medical bills, higher prescription costs, higher food prices, or higher utility bills. Congress wants a formula that more accurately matches what older Americans actually spend. As of now, the COLA for next January is estimated to be 2.8%. Not amazing, but better than nothing. Now let's talk about SNAP, because this situation is extremely important and extremely messy. The USDA announced that they want to fully deconstruct the SNAP program in order to eliminate fraud. That's their wording. And when people hear fully deconstruct, that sounds like something big is coming. Here's what they're considering: stricter recertification, more documentation, more cross-checking between states, possibly requiring everyone to reapply from scratch. As you can imagine, that's created a lot of panic. Lawmakers in several states are worried that families already struggling will fall through the cracks. Advocates warn that caseworkers are already overwhelmed, and many local agencies fear the system could collapse under the weight of millions of new applications all at once. USDA says the push for reform came from the recent government shutdown, which accidentally revealed how much duplication and fraud might exist in SNAP. But whether the fraud numbers are real or exaggerated is something nobody fully agrees on. Meanwhile, some states, like Mississippi, still haven't paid out their full November SNAP amounts, even though the official website said benefits would be available on November 21st. People are frustrated. And honestly, I understand why. Nothing feels stable. Nothing feels predictable. So, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Here's the summary. There is no federal stimulus coming right now. The tariff checks are a proposal only. Social Security disability rules are not changing. A new bill may strengthen Social Security protections. SNAP may face major restructuring. Some states are already delayed on benefits. No federal program feels safe at the moment. Everything seems to be in motion, and that's why so many people feel nervous right now. When the government starts talking about restructuring programs like SNAP or changing Social Security rules, it affects real families, real seniors, real people who rely on these programs to survive. So if you receive any of these benefits, SNAP, SSI, SSDI, or Social Security, make sure you keep your information up to date. Check your state's benefit portal regularly. Watch out for scammers. Don't believe instant stimulus videos. Stay informed from reliable sources. And of course, I'll keep you updated every step of the way. All right, friends, that's everything for today. I know it was a lot, but I hope it helped clear things up. There's so much misinformation out there, and I want you to have the truth, not the hype. If you found this helpful, drop a comment and tell me what state you're watching from. I love hearing where everyone is tuning in from, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share this with anyone who might need these updates. Thank you so much for listening. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, and I'll see you in the next update. Bye for now.